Welcome to this channel. This channel is for education and culture based on historical and scientific evidence. So lately, many of our Wing Chun friends worldwide wrote me or commenting on the revolutions of Wing Chun version 1960. And my reply to all of this friend is, how much Wing Chun do you know? If you don't know what is Wing Chun, what do revolution? Revolution is an empty word when we have no idea what is Wing Chun. So this back to a few days ago, I shared that Wing Chun have three levels of studying or learning. First is the understanding. The second is the proficiency. The third is the mastery. Which level are we before we talk about revolutions? That is why if you read my book, the title, I never said revolutions. I said Wing Chun inceptions or Wing Chun or restricting Wing Chun. No revolution. Why? I am just in the level of knowing Wing Chun. Compared with the ancient, I only know about 40% of what they know or what they train. Not to mention there's a proficiency level or Zheng level, and then there's a Tong level, which is mastery or have insight. Now, let me share with you something really problematic today in the studying of Wing Chun. The Wing Chun sets. Say your Xiu Lim Tao. What is that? Is it a ritual everybody mimic? And then this guy, you just track down for past 140 years. This guy will create his set this way, changing or vary a little bit this and that, and then create his own Xiu Lim Tao sets. So all the Wing Chun sets is like a ritual. This person create that person create that. And today you see people doing like their Xiu Lim Tao. What did they do? Performing a ritual, mimicking posture. Now, when that is not even handled, one don't even have an idea of what is those sets is about. What revolutions? So today I'd like to share with you. It is a disaster for set practice in Wing Chun this day. Yes, it is a disaster by evidence, which I want to share with you. We know in 1850, the Xiu Lim Tao set have 4 parts, which is very different than today's 3 sets, Xiu Lim Tao Chang Qiu Biu Ji. And we know that today's Xiu Lim Tao is the first part is actually derived from the first part of 1850s Xiu Lim Tao sets, where many things have lost already, and many things is performed incorrectly. So why is incorrect? Why am I so assertive? It's incorrect because you violate the human body's science, and also you violate the ancient teaching by evidence, like your triangle-shaped clamping knee. You're damaging your knee. Not to mention you cannot breathe. Okay? Now, Let's get back to the 1850 Xiu Lim Tao sets. So the other day I already shared. You have three levels of internal. Okay, your nurture chi or recovery, your transportation, which have 5 levels, and then the applications. Now, what is that? If we do not know what is that in today's term, we really have no idea what it is. So that's a reason many people in Asia, even today, try to practice that set and going all over the directions, but it's going away from what is the teaching of 1850 because one don't understand what it is. What is this training is about? How is this relate to fighting? Yes, martial art is for fighting. You like it or not, it is for fighting. It's not those Taoist or what mysterious stuff. Okay? Even though I don't provoke fighting, I don't want people to go violence, but we need to know what it is. So, the 3 levels of internal training, the nurture chi, the transportations, the application. In today's words, you know what is that? It is functional training and shadow boxing. So when you practice that Xiu Lim Tao sets, either you are doing functional training or you are doing shadow boxing. You are not mimicking posture, mimicking movement, and then doing ritual. Okay? Now, that is the bottom line. When you practice your Xiu Lim Tao sets, do you do functional training? Do you do shadow boxing with it? If not, how is that going to help you to support your fighting or sparring? So let me share with you. In today's term, in modern term, in other video I share with you on the 6 core element, 5 level of transportation, so forth, so forth, so forth. Today we just going down to the bottom line in today's term. So what is fighting? Well, fighting is a momentum game. So fighting meaning that you need to consist of 2 very important elements. One is momentum handling, and your body have weight. Your velocity multiplied by your body weight handling, there is momentum. The second thing, you need to know how to breathe. Otherwise, you cannot perform. So, what is the transfer from what is the functional training of the Xiu Lim Tao? Well, just I share with you now with example. Your beginning. This is a functional training of handling your body upward and downward, and also prepare for shoot out. Okay? So you have to breathe out. So I purposely breathe hard, heavy, so you can hear. In the usual day, I don't do that. Okay? You must not just doing what mimic what I'm doing in my breathing. I just want to share with you what happened in this functional training. So it is like, for example, this very beginning. Okay, so it is okay. So you can expect you be able to handle your momentum at high speed when you're fluent with it, when you're good at it. So this is up and down. Now when I want to shoot out, this is ready to go, right? That is where the functional training of the entire body. It is just the first one. You can do it slow for active recovery, but no matter what you do, it's momentum and your breathing handling. Another handling is this, like the other day I shared. Handling the body for the contractions and expansion. Hugging and splitting his the force out. The exert force, your body have to do that. That is the functional training. Of course, like usual, the very, very, very basic like this pin sound. Look at my body when I pin. You see how the body, the strike and the breathing, they are synchronized. So I can do, or that's very basic functional training. And of course, in the 1850 Xiu Lim Tao, it involved, like in the part 2, it involved go from upper domain, middle domain, lower domain. Functional training. And then it involved the rotational training, such as in the third part. So in here you can, or you can, if you're not fluent, if you are fluent, you have a long breath, you'll be, you need that in the fighting. That's functional training. With all this functional training, after you're good at it, you can use the sets for shadow boxing. So for example, just now the bin sao, shadow boxing. But you heard my breathing? Okay? Or the shadow boxing, all this is the shadow boxing, is the combinations. Now, what is the point to practice the set if one don't develop all this? That means one have no idea what it is. Okay? So the bottom line is all sets consist of a box type of training, right? Upper domain, middle domain, lower domain, side, multiple strike with keeping walking. When one practices this set, when one familiar with this set, keeping practice it for years and decades, That's where your Wing Chun Kung Fu is. It's never is set time. I don't know where the mind is. The lower part of body is rest in somewhere. It's only moving your hand. What are you doing? You want to evolution? To have a evolutions? So today, we don't even have the basic. So this is what I'd like to share with you, okay? It is a functional training, it is a shadow boxing. Stop messing around with very, how to say that, changing the move of the set a little bit here and there, call this is my lineage, this is a top secret. Top secret of what? And today is really bad. This is Fok Sao. This is Fok Sao. This is Gong Sao. This is not Gong Sao. Okay? This is Biu, Jin Biu. Okay? The young side of the spear hand. This is Tan Sao. This is Bin Sao, like the whip. This is Fak Sao, like a wrist. Like this, you wrist away the dust. This smack is the wrist hand. This is a whip hand. Whip is like this. Wrist is like that. This is a wrist hand. Over here, when you split the force, this hand is the wrist hand. This is a bin sao when you begin. A whip hand. You can keep on changing all these things, but if you don't know this, what do we know? So past 140 years, keeping going around and around on the surface and not get to the point of the training, what it ought to be there. And so that's why the entire thing break apart. It fall apart now. And you want to do revolution? What do revolution? Because what you have in your mind and your body is something break apart. So what do revolution?